Good morning, it's MegaMel, Garden of the Gods today. How's it going? I want to talk about Chapter 4 in the MegaMel book on losing weight. This will be tip number 4. And just before we get started on that, I thought I'd give you a little look at the trail I'm on out here. It's a cool trail. There's some of the Garden of the Gods rock formation. Millions of years of geological rock formations out here. A lot of the geology students come out here to study these rocks. And this is my trail. You get a kind of an idea here. It's kind of a ridge. Pretty cool. Down in here is Garden of the Gods. There's the Garden of the Gods gateway rocks. And then looking out there in the distance to Pikes Peak at 14,000 feet. So let's get moving here. This will be a short little chapter on carbohydrates. And this is chapter 4, as I mentioned. Carbohydrates are really key to your health and to your energy levels. So once again, we're going to be reading from the book, MegaMel Success Guide on Losing Weight. And we'll be talking about chapter 4. And I'll just show you right away the cartoon on that. It's, boy, do I feel great when I'm eating a balanced diet with enough complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are key, and that's because those are the carbohydrates that are healthy. Soda pop, candy, a lot of those things have a lot of carbohydrates, but they're really just plain straight sugar. They don't have any nutrients, minerals, really any good stuff in them other than just energy. So my tip on carbohydrates is you should make up about 60% of your diet with complex carbohydrates, and that should make about 60%, I should say, of your calorie intake. You know, we've talked about how many calories to take in for your program. The carbohydrates contain about 4 calories per gram, which isn't really critical to you per se, because what you're counting is calories, your total calories. But about 60% of your total calories should be those complex carbohydrates. Things like cereal, whole grain bread, whole grain pasta, fruits and vegetables. Didn't your mom tell you to eat those fruits and vegetables? She was right. Those are very, very important to your program, so I want to stress that. In addition to that, protein and fat are going to make the rest of your diet up. That's your 3 ingredients for your calories: carbohydrates, protein, and fat. I'll talk about protein and then fat in chapters 5 and chapter 6, and we'll learn more about those. But for now, just remember, carbohydrates are important. You know, marathon runners talk about carbo loading. When they get ready to go run a long race, they're wanting to load up their body with those carbohydrates, because that's what burns easily. Fat and protein don't burn as easily, so you want those carbohydrates to give you your energy throughout the day. Let's talk about protein in the next chapter, and that's a MegaMel out.